Hey guys, back with another SuperCoach video. It was a pretty difficult round of SuperCoach scoring, some of the primos not firing, a few rookies letting us down, but I got 2,175 in the top 7% there, so I'm pretty happy with that. Moved up 5,000 odd spots, up to just outside the top 15,000, and to put the icing on the cake, I won 6 out of 6 league matchups. So in my own league, I beat Alex just in time by a few hundred there, so it was a pretty comfortable win there, and I'm now first in my own league, so I'll take that. And in Shorty's Supercoach League, surprisingly, I won comfortably against Divide and Conquer. I think I won there by over 300, so yeah, I'm a little shocked, but somehow I've gone from 17th to 4th in the space of a couple of weeks, so that's good stuff there. Hopefully I can stay in the top 8 from here on in. But it's so close in that league, so I don't know, anything can happen. So let's move on to the side. In defence, Rory Laird, his first score under a ton, but he's been so consistent this season, averaging 116.67. Kate Simpson, only a 70, copped some attention from Caleb Daniel, so after the game, FanFooty had the lock next to Simpson, so yeah, that probably explains the low score, and hopefully Adelaide don't give him too much attention this week. Shane Savage was good with 107. Tom Duday continues to perform as a rookie, and his break-even's down to 17, I think, so he's good for a few more weeks, that's for sure. Sam Murray, only a 62. I guess the 4-day break probably has something to do with it, but yeah, his break-even's up to a 67, so he could be on the chopping block soon. He's been so reliable, but I don't know, I'll assess my options once I go through the team. Or to the rest of the team, that is. Ed Richards, 58 there, was okay. But yeah, his break-even's up to a 41 now. Hasn't made as much coin as I would have liked, but I'm still pretty confident he can be a 41. He's got Gold Coast and Brisbane in the next couple of weeks, so I'll probably hold him for those 2 weeks, or this week for sure. But yeah, we'll see after this round. Of course, Sicily and Murphy didn't play on the bench. In the midfield, Paddy Dangerfield spent a lot of time forward and just didn't fire like I hoped he would. Nat Fyfe was good with 114, had a really good first quarter. I think he was at 53 at quarter time. So I think the Yo tag became a little more effective in the next 3 quarters, but 114 is still a very good score. Dusty didn't fire either, like Danger, so a little disappointing. And Paddy Cripps, he was brilliant again. I think another 20 plus contested possessions, so he's been really firing as of late. Clayton Oliver, just like Danger and Dusty, didn't fire. I think he only got 19 touches, so that's a little disappointing, but considering he managed to pull out an 89 from only 19 touches, you can definitely bank on him getting more of the ball. So hopefully that translates to more tons. Tim Kelly was brilliant. Finlayson, an off game, but he's a rookie. You can't be surprised when rookies have their off games. His break-even's just like Murray's up to 57 now, but he's been so reliable, but I'll probably hold him. Bailey Banfield, his second 50 of the season. The rest of them have been 60s, and his break-even's up to a 41 now. I'm confident he can beat it, but he's also up for trade. On the bench, Petrarca obviously didn't play, and Holman and Caulfield, that would have killed a lot of people who had them on field. Holman's break-even still in the 30s. Caulfield's is up to 54 and he's barely made any cash, so that's very disappointing, but I'll probably hold Caulfield since he hasn't made enough. And Holman, he's close to being traded out, but since his break-even's still in the 30s, I think he can still beat it, so I'll hold him for another week. In the Rucks, Max Gawn made him captain, made a switch from Fife to Gawn as captain the day before, and it paid off. For sure, with a 168 there, that's simply brilliant. And Toby Nankervis, I was very annoyed after 3 quarters when he was stuck in the 50s, but he had a massive last quarter. I think he scored around 70 points in the 4th quarter, taking intercept mark after intercept mark, and ending the game with 29 disposals, so that was just brilliant. And in the forward line, Isaac Heaney, just like Nank, he was in the 50s at 3-quarter time, but as Sydney got on a roll, so did Heaney. It's unfortunate as a Cats fan that Sydney had to dominate that last quarter, but good for SuperCoach scoring, I guess, in terms of Heaney getting to the 90s. Toby McLean, he was very good again. Same with Devon Smith. Jack Billings, he is killing me. He's killing a lot of people with a 47 there. Just doesn't use the ball efficiently. Can't kick for goal. In the last couple of weeks, he's kicked 1 goal 3. So it's a real killer. But I don't know. He's lost so much value that it's not even. I don't know if it's even worth trading him out. But I'll probably hold him. I've experimented with some trades since lockout ended, so I do have a couple in mind, but no, I'll probably end up keeping Billings since he's lost so much value that, you know, you just gotta hope at some point he returns to form. He did this last year. I think I've said this before. He did this last year, had a poor start. Probably not this poor, I don't think, but he started to pick it up around this point in the season last year, so hopefully he can do the same. He's got a couple of Etihad games coming up, so just gotta hope that he does start to find his form, find some confidence, and start kicking straight. And Matt Golfy, that's okay. He's a rookie. I'm not too surprised by these 60 scores. Giles Langdon, oh man, he had a really, really good first half, and then went down with a knee injury. Don't know how serious it was, but I'm a little surprised that he ended his night at 52. So I don't know how he got all the way up to 60, but that's fine. I'll take that for sure. Bailey Fritsch, disappointed to have the 90 on the bench, but he's definitely going to make some good coin the next couple of weeks. And Jack Henry, he's just been around that mark since I've traded him in the 40s and 50s, which is a bit disappointing. The break-even's still down at 27, so he could stay a couple more weeks. So yeah, that will do it for the team. So I'll sort things out for what the team should look like this week. I'll probably keep the vice captain and captain the same, with Geelong against GWS. Danger, he hasn't been in the best form this season, but he does like a game against GWS, so hopefully he can start to pick things up there. He got a 196 and a 163 against the Giants last year, so hopefully we can see something similar. And Max Gawn, if Danger doesn't fire. Gawn's got the Saints. I have Tom Hickey at the moment. So Ben McAvoy, I think he pulled off a 130, 129, I think, last round. So hopefully, if McAvoy pulls off a 129, hopefully Gawn can do something similar, if not even better. Definitely would have been a great round if you had pods like Howe, Treloar, Neal, Bontempelli. It'd been amazing if you had a few of them, if not all of them. Would have been a great round. But yeah, as for trades, I experimented with a couple. I think there aren't too many rookies on the bubble this week. I think a lot of them played their first games this week in Spargo, Warple, Ronk, Much, if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, I think the only ones, or there's a couple, I think it's Taylor Dooman and Tom Cole. So yeah, there aren't too many. I think, you know, the couple of trades I experimented with here, Sam Murray out, Bailey Banfield out. It's tough because Murray's been so reliable, like I said before. So yeah, it's tough, but you just can't milk every single dollar out of every single rookie. Sometimes I have to go a little early. Might regret my decision, but then again, it's early days. I still have a lot of time to reverse trades if I find something better. But what I had in mind is getting Dooman in. Here we go, Taylor Dooman. And 550. That is enough for a decent mid. But I'm just not too sure, because in the coming weeks, I want Mitchell, I want Crouch. Mitchell should have one more decent price drop. Same with Crouch. But I also would like to make an upgrade this week, I guess, because I am able to trade in Michael Hurley. That's what I had in mind. If I went McLean into the mids, Sicily forward, and I'd have just enough to trade in Hurley. But that leaves me with $800 Yeah, that's no good. Like, I like having Hurley in the team. I've made an upgrade, which is great, but uh, then again, I'm left with so little cash, and Mitchell and Crouch would have to come in later. So maybe I wait. Maybe I just make the one downgrade, get the coin, and then upgrade. But at the same time, I can go a double downgrade to Spargo and Warple or something like that, because there's so many rookies on the bubble next week that it's worth a double downgrade. So if I make an upgrade this week and then go double down next week, because there's rookies there to double downgrade too, that could also be a good place to go to. But yeah, I'll do this for now. But $800 is that's not a good place to be in. But I do have an upgrade here. So here's what the team should look like this round, if I don't reverse my trades, that is. So I can do an emergency loophole with Richards and Dooman. So actually, doing that wrong. There we go. If Murphy doesn't come back, that is. And yeah, disadvantage of my current team is I can't start Finlayson. As reliable as he's been, he has to be stuck on the bench right now. I would like to start him here, but I don't have that luxury this week. I will have it next week if I trade out Richards after this round. If that happens, I can go Richards down, Finlayson into defense, because like I said, the couple rookies that I have in mind for next week are both mids, so I can easily do that, which means I can also move Petrarca or McLean to the forward line as well if I happen to trade out a forward rookie next week. So if that happens to be someone like Henry, I can move Petrarca down or McLean down. If I trade out Holman, then obviously I have to wait a week to move these two back forward. But yeah, I've got a little 2 to 3 week plan going, I guess. I guess I can look at the team as a whole, see what I've left. So in defense right now, I've got the 4 primos. Sicily will probably move down here as well, which means I have 1 spot left, and that would probably be for Elliot Yeo, I guess. In the midfield, I've got my 5 primos here. Mitchell and Crouch to come in very soon. Tim Kelly will be very reliable during the bye rounds, especially because Geelong have their bye in the last bye round, so he'll be very good cover for rounds 12 and 13. And then in round 14, he could be moved for a McRae or Treloar, possibly. And the Rucks are good for now, but of course, Grundy could come in later. But Nanker's been very serviceable so far. And the forward line, Heaney, Smith, Billings, McLean, and Petrarca. So that's 5. Robbie Gray would come in probably around 11 after their bye. Can make Petrarca or Billings an F7 potentially, maybe Petrarca an M9. I don't know. That's looking very far ahead right now. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, like I said before, a double downgrade most likely, and then Mitchell and Crouch will come in and in the coming weeks after that. So yeah, that should do it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.